here today with Nala. Nala is a 1-year-old sweetheart. She was put up on the high risk list recently. And if you saw our series 2 weeks ago, we took 2 dogs to Soda City Market. Let's see how we change this around. We took 2 dogs to Soda City Market. We took 2 dogs to a brewery. One was Brownie, and one was, I believe it was Winnie. And we took both of them out. One of them was recognized from the video when the owner came to reclaim her, which was absolutely fantastic. Like, we couldn't have picked it any better than that. But we're very close to the University of South Carolina, and University of South Carolina has a home game tonight, but it's at 7:30. So we thought we would take them out tailgating early, and there was literally nobody tailgating. I don't know who in the world decides they're going to wait till the last minute to go tailgating, but it apparently was not people around here. So the 2 dogs that we took were actually not our first choice. Nala, this sweet little girl right here, she's a sweetheart. She's done really well around other dogs, but the problem is when you're in a shelter, people are walking up and down aisles. Nala tends to hide behind the guillotine part. So there's two separate sections. There's the front part where you can jump up and down and try to get everybody to take you out, and then there is the behind section where if things are too chaotic, if it's too crazy, you can sit behind there.
I brought the collar from home, but I hope Franklin's little neck will.
I bet you we can get that to fit on. So we were going to take Nala out, and as we had her out in the lobby, we had a family that was interested in fostering or adopting Nala. And so we talked with them about it, and it was obviously much better situation for her. Franklin's getting out. If you recognize this guy, he was just on the news. I'm on YouTube Live right now. Come on, baby. No, you're good. It's no problem at all. I'll chain him to the fence right here. So we have a celebrity in the background. If anybody happened to see Franklin, dress Franklin up like a little bumblebee and put him out on the news, and he did phenomenal. But Nala, we were going to take out on a Doggy Day Out to try to get her some attention, because when people walk by, she's so scared, and we don't think she's scared of the people. We think she's scared of the noise and the other dogs and the barking. So the only way we're going to get her any kind of publicity at all is to have her out in public. So you can see she's just as sweet as she can be. But for the general public that's walking through looking to adopt a dog, if you see a dog hiding in the back, you just don't know anything about him. So this dog went foster to adopt, was having some problems getting sick in the foster's home, and then was later returned. It was just not a good fit. We found out that the foster was actually giving them human food, which was causing her to get sick, which is not very good. I think it was their first dog. And so it wasn't a good match for the family. So now we've kind of taken it on ourselves to take this little girl out in public. The video is probably not going to get her adopted, but the video could help a rescue once they see her and decide to pull her if she ends up going on high risk, to not only pull her but also help get her adopted. If you've seen any of those Doggy Day Out videos, you'll see the interactions with other dogs that they haven't met before. You'll see interactions with strangers, people coming up to pet them. You'll see little kids coming up to play with them. And it's just an opportunity that we don't normally have at the shelter. We are limited at the shelter with the resources that we have here. There's very few kids that come through here. And then you don't really want to bring kids into an enclosed area with a dog that you don't know much about. But if you're out in public, it's a little bit different. So as long as I pay attention to her body language and pay attention to everything that's going on, we should be able to get a pretty good indication of Nala, and hopefully we'll be able to upload that, put it with her Pet Finder stuff. All these videos for the Doggy Day Outs are going on Pet Finder, but for some reason it won't allow YouTube Live videos on Pet Finder. But it gives them a great idea of how she is in public, how she's around other people, how she greets other dogs, whether or not she likes dog-friendly treats, because Soda City's full of them. And we hope that exposure will help somebody adopt this sweetheart of a dog, as opposed to walking down and not being able to see her. I couldn't even get her out of the kennel this morning. I had to walk around to the back and pull her out of there. And of course, she was waiting to come out. But just that front section scares her. A lot of noise, a lot of commotion, a lot of nervous energy up there. And for some dogs, it's just too incredibly stressful. So, and you know, who knows? Even if it doesn't lead to an adoption, Nala has a couple of people that are coming in to look at her to possibly be an adoption ambassador today. And if that ends up happening, we'd love to see her get out of here, because every single kennel that we free up is a kennel that can be used to house another dog. This shelter, even though we did 2 rescues last week, one with 15 dogs, one with 6 dogs, in addition to the University of South Carolina showing up and getting a bunch of the at-risk dogs out of here, is once again full. And it's obviously no issue with the shelter itself. It's the general public just keeps dumping their dogs. These backyard breeders keep breeding dogs, selling them, and after they're no longer cute puppies, people dump them. Or in the case of a lot of the mama dogs we've seen up here, we believe that some of these dogs have just been bred, and then once they're done, they get dumped. And some of the sweetest dogs you can imagine, but unfortunately this is what this shelter and many of the shelters in the nation are facing, especially in the South, where there's not that much regulation on spay and neutering. So keep posted. I will try to have her video cut later this afternoon, and you guys can go from there. Talk to you later.